Well, this morning I woke up pretty early. I just want to share here with you guys because I got asked an interesting question, and it was interesting because I had to actually think about it myself. I was like, it makes a lot of sense. Um, so, a friend of mine, I was talking to him about Buddhism and stuff. He said, what about the fish that you're always catching? He said, you got no compassion for them? You know what? Honestly, I do. And that's why I do a lot of catch and release. I don't do as much eating fish and killing fish as I used to. Um, don't get me wrong. If I catch really good fish, I'm gonna eat that motherfucker. But if I'm not gonna eat it, I'm not gonna catch it. Or I might catch it, but I'm gonna put it back. Um, I do a lot of catch and release for that reason. I do have compassion for the fish, even though I don't have compassion for a lot of people because people put themselves into situations, and it's hard to have compassion for people. There's a lot of technicalities and stuff to go with it. But I have a lot of compassion for people that are good people. You know what I mean? Or not even just are good people because I can't really always tell that. But I have a lot of compassion for people that have compassion for others or have compassion for themselves or um, have a good soul or spirit. I can feel people's spirits and I can feel their soul. Sometimes I can feel mine. Um, my third eye, I guess you would want to call it, is open. So when other people that are connected with their soul um, come in contact with other people that are connected with their spirit, they can feel it. You guys can feel each other's spirits. You can feel each other's soul. Um, so uh, that's about it. I mean, I just want to tell you guys, I do have compassion for the fish. That's why I throw it back. You think I'm always fishing? That don't make me Buddhist. I'm not a perfect Buddhist, but I am a Buddhist, and I don't kill fish. I know this fucking YouTube thing is gonna be fucking crazy, man. I sound like a crazy person. I have compassion for fishes. Yes, I sound like a crazy person. I don't care. Um, I have compassion for everything. It's just um, being Buddhist, maybe because it's kind of hard with being Buddhist to have compassion for stuff when you're taught to be a certain way or you like certain things like fishing, because fishing is harming something else, which is a fish. Um, but there's no way to justify it, honestly. I'm not a perfect Buddhist. I like fishing, but I also like to eat fish. Um, I have been cutting back on the fish a lot. I cut back on a lot of meat, actually. I eat meat, just not as much. And I definitely don't kill anything because there's already enough dead shit out there to eat. Um, fish, I haven't killed no fish yet, but not to say I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Um, I would kill a fish to eat it if I needed the food, but I haven't needed the food. I always have food. Now, my dogs, on another note, I will feed them fish. I will cook it and I will kill it and feed them fish. But on that note, that's their karma. And I don't try to kill it, honestly. I just hope that it's dead already, or that if it's alive, I try to throw it back most of the time. There has been a few times that I've killed the fish to cook it and serve it to my dogs or serve it to myself. But those are special occasions. Those aren't everyday occurrences. Every time I catch a fish, I don't kill it. Every time I catch a fish, I throw it back. Um, if it's a really big, nice fish that would make a lot of meals, I will kill it probably and cook it for my dogs and cook it for me. If it's not a big, nice fish that's going to make a lot of meals, then there's no reason to take its life. I throw it back in the water. Or if I use it for bait, I'll use it for bait. I tried to put back some dead ghost shrimp the other day. They just floated out. But the fish will eat it. So, I mean, it's helping the food cycle, I guess. But yeah, it is an internal struggle. Um, Fishing, being a fisherman, fishing. Um, but like I was telling someone else, me and this friend of mine I have, well, her family's my friend, but I mean, she's the most communicative one. She communicates the most. She's a talker. All women are talkers though. But like I told her, I said I'm a Buddhist in a violent world. I'm a peaceful Buddhist in a violent world. So what that means is, even though inside of me I want peace and I want peace from everybody around me, and I don't want to have to fight with people and fuss with people, and I want to not have to ever enact violence on somebody because it's life changing. But at the same time, I am in a violent world, and people around me don't think the same way, and the world around me don't think the same way. So if a dog's coming to bite me, I'm not gonna stop and hope that it'll be peaceful. I'm gonna hurt that motherfucker. If somebody is about to attack me, I'm not gonna hope that they don't attack me and hope for peace, or think that everything is gonna be peaceful. I'm gonna attack that motherfucker. Like, I know how to defend myself. I know how to fight. I know how to get down. So I'm a boost. I'm a peaceful Buddhist in a violent world. That's my conclusion I have came to. Because if I'm not a peaceful Buddhist in a violent world, I'll be a violent person in a violent world, and that doesn't go together. So that's about what I want to say. And as far as the Juggalo thing goes, that's my family. Being a Juggalo is my family. Is I'm not perfect. Neither are they. I'm an outcast. I mean, I cast myself out from society, though. Society don't cast me out. Society is always asking me to come on back. Society is always like, come on, get a job, be productive, be da 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 da. And I'm like, dude, I could do what I do and make money. I could, I could look at stocks. I can recycle. I could hustle. I could do what I do and still make money. I don't have to do what you do. Like, I think outside the box, and that doesn't really fit into society. But society is always trying to conform me and drag me back. But I'm a Buddhist and I'm a Juggalo, and those two things do conflict if you take it literal. But people don't realize that being a Juggalo is not a literal thing. Being a Juggalo is being a clown. They say it like, that's why I love it so much. You know what I mean? Because it's my goofy side. I have a goofy side, and I like to joke and clown and make fun and poke at people and test people and stuff, and like figure out what people are really about and stuff. And that being a Juggalo is it. You know, that's my family. Like, they understand what I'm saying when I'm saying it. Like, other people take shit I say personal. Other people, they get their feelings hurt, or they're trying to be too cool, and they would never do certain things. Juggalos are like, I don't give a fuck, you know, and that's my personality. I don't give a fuck, but I make myself give a fuck because I'm a Buddhist. But on a Juggalo side, my yin to my yang, or my yang to my yin, I'm not sure how that goes. It is the fact and matter that every good is a bad. You know what I mean? I'm not saying being a Juggalo is my bad. It's just my being able to open up and be me, have a family that think like me. Um, Being a Juggalo ain't being cool. Just being a Juggalo is being an outcast, and that's what I've always been. That's what I like being. I connect with the outcasts. I don't connect with regular people that think everything should be a certain way. Like, the outcasts are my people. That's why I'm a Juggalo. That's why I'm a Buddhist. Not because the outcasts are my people, but because I have compassion for the outcasts. Because I am. So that's just me. I'm Buddhist Juggalo. And Fisherman. I don't know. It's like people have many sides to them, not just one. That's what you have to remember. That's it.